Hello students, today we are going to discuss the topic cytoplasm from class 9th biology chapter 1 cell fundamental unit of life. So what is cytoplasm? As you know, the cell is made up of a cell membrane, okay, and inside the cell membrane there is a nucleus, okay. So the space between the cell membrane and the nucleus is filled with a fluid, and that fluid is called as cytoplasm. The space between the plasma membrane and the nucleus is filled by a fluid, and that fluid is called as cytoplasm. This fluid is homogeneous and translucent and colloidal liquid. Okay, homogeneous means having the same texture, and translucent and colloidal and liquidy it is. So the fluid which is found inside the cell between the cell membrane and the nucleus is known as cytoplasm, and in that cytoplasm various inorganic molecules such as water, salt, organic compound, proteins, nucleic acids and variety of enzymes are found. In that cytoplasm, various cell organelles are found in the cytoplasm. In the cytoplasm, you can see there are so many kind of membrane-bound cell organelles are found, like endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, mitochondria, etc. They are found freely in the cytoplasm of the cell. So, what are the functions of the cytoplasm in the cell? First is it helps in the intracellular distribution of molecules, enzymes and nutrients. So it makes a base, okay, for the cell. So whatever the molecules and enzymes and nutrients are present in the cell, they are being distributed with the help of cytoplasm. That's why it is said that it helps in the intracellular distribution of the various kind of substances within the cell. Next function is it helps in exchange of materials between different cell organelles. As you know, the cell has different kind of living parts, living cell organelles, and all the cell organelles are having particular function. So there is a need to exchange the material between the cell organelles, okay, and these cytoplasm help in the exchange of material between the different cell organelles. Okay, they provide the cytoplasm provide the the passage, the pathway through which the materials being distributed between the different cell organelles. Next, it provides space or place or site for the biosynthesis of nucleotides, proteins and fatty acids. Okay, cytoplasm provide the site and location, you can say provide space for the production of nucleotides, proteins and other molecules like fatty acids. The breaking down of glucose takes place in the cytoplasm. As you know, the glucose is broken down into the cell for the production of energy, and that process of breaking down of glucose takes place in the cytoplasm as well. So these are the main functions of the cytoplasm. It helps in the intracellular distribution of substances. It helps in exchange of materials between different cell organelles. It provide place or space for the biosynthesis of different kind of molecules, and it inside the cytoplasm breaking down of glucose occurs. So in the cytoplasm various kind of cell organelles are found, or you can say there are living parts, living components are present in the cytoplasm that are called cell organelles. So next we will discuss about the cell organelles. What are these cell organelles and their structure and their function? Okay, in this diagram of the animal cell, you can see this is the cytoplasm, okay, filled between the nuclear membrane and the cell membrane, and in this cytoplasm you can see there are different kind of components, structures are being seen, okay, like this one, this one, this one. So these living parts, living structures that are found in the cytoplasm, they are collectively known as cell organelle. Okay, each and every cell organelle are specific for their work. Like this mitochondria is known as powerhouse of the cell. They produce energy for the cell. Okay, this endoplasmic reticulum is there, which is necessary to transport the substance within the cell. This Golgi body is there, it is having its own function. Okay, so each and every living component inside the cell, which are called cell organelle, they have their own specific work, and they perform different kind of activities, and they are found freely floating into the cytoplasm. Some organelles are membranous and some are नॉन मेम्ब्रेनस. कुछ ऑर्गेनेल्स इसमें जो है वो मेम्ब्रेन के बने होते हैं और कुछ क्या होते हैं विदाउट मेम्ब्रेन के होते हैं, मतलब मेम्ब्रेन लेस होते हैं. दे आर नॉट हैविंग मेम्ब्रेन. Membranous organelle is the characteristic feature of eukaryotes only. Eukaryotic cells are having these kind of membranous cell organelle. In prokaryotic cell, these membranous cell organelles are absent. As you know, this is the basic difference between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cells are having these membrane bound cell organelles, but in case of prokaryotic cells, these organelles are absent. No any organelles are found except ribosome in the prokaryotic cells. Now, some of these organelles are so small that they can be seen only under an electron microscope. These organelles are so small. They are so very minute. They are very minute. They cannot be seen by the naked eyes or in the compound microscope. They can only be seen in the electron microscope. So this is, you have to remember. I said that cell organelles are membranous, or sometimes some cell organelles are not having the membrane. So you can divide the cell organelles into two categories. Those who are having membrane in their structure means they are made up of membrane, and those who are not having any kind of membrane. So you can divide it membranous cell organelle and non-membranous cell organelle. Okay, non-membranous cell organelle examples are ribosomes and centrosomes. These two cell organelles are not having any kind of membrane. But membranous cell organelle can be further divided into two categories: double membranous cell organelle and single membranous cell organelle. The organelle which is having double membrane, okay, they will be called as double membranous, and the organelles which are having only one layer of membrane, they will be called as single membranous cell organelle, like lysosomes and vacuole. These two organelles are having single membrane in their structure. What are the cell organelles which are double membranous? They are endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, mitochondria and plastase. These four organelles are having membrane, and that membrane are having double layer, means their membrane is double layered. So you can see that cell organelles are of two types, membranous and non-membranous. Which are having membrane, they will be called as membranous, and which are not having any kind of membrane, they will be called as non-membranous. You have to remember these names: ribosomes and centrosome. They are non-membranous. Okay, now membranous, if they are membranous, they can be of two type: either they are double membranous or single membranous. Single membranous में lysosome and vacuole. Okay, and in double membranous there are four cell organelles. First is endoplasmic reticulum, second is Golgi apparatus, and third is mitochondria, and fourth one is plastids. Now these organelles are found in the cytoplasm of the cell. You have to discuss, you have to study these cell organelles in detail, like what are the functions and structure of those cell organelles. Now there is a term protoplasm. What is protoplasm? Protoplasm is the living matter of the cell, or you can say the fluid content of the cell is called as protoplasm. You know that a cell has a boundary which is known as cell membrane, and inside the cell there is a cell organelle which is known as nucleus, and this nucleus also having a membrane, a boundary, and this is called as nuclear membrane. Okay. The space between the nuclear membrane and the cell membrane, the space between the cell membrane and the nuclear membrane is filled with the fluid which is known as cytoplasm. Okay, and the fluid which is filled inside the nucleus is known as nucleoplasm. Okay, so whatever the fluid which is filled inside the nucleus and outside the nucleus, both the fluid collectively known as protoplasm. So you can say the fluid content of the cell is known as protoplasm, and this is also called as living matter of the cell. And this term protoplasm was given by a scientist named as Johannes Purkinje. Okay, in 1839. This term protoplasm was given by the Johannes Purkinje in 1839. So what is protoplasm? Protoplasm is the fluid content collectively, the nucleoplasm as well as the cytoplasm, both the fluid content which is filled inside the nucleus and outside the nucleus, between the nuclear membrane and cytoplasm, both the fluid content of the cell is collectively known as protoplasm and also known as living matter of the cell. So this is all about for this video. In the next video we will discuss about the different kind of cell organelle one by one. Thank you.